Okay, let's get started.
Great, great. Well, welcome everyone. I'm going to kick this off and then you really won't hear from me too much. I'm going to turn it over to my colleagues. My name is Ruth Hughes. I am the Interim Associate Dean and Chair of the Finance, Accounting, and Management Department, and really delighted on behalf of our Dean, Abel Adekola, to welcome you to this open house to hear more about the Sidhu School of Business at Wilkes. We're very, very proud of our programs. We have a strong mentoring atmosphere. We have a rigorous curriculum. And we're really, I'm looking forward to having you hear from my colleagues about some specifics about our curriculum, how it's structured, how we view outcomes, what makes us unique. So I really invite you to sit back and listen, but also to ask questions. The way we're structuring this is a little bit different, obviously, than our face-to-face sessions. And so we'll have a question and answer session at the end. We'll have everybody, we can, I guess, work with the unmuting then. Dr. Lee, Dr. Woojun Lee will tell you how to raise your hand to ask questions and some of the mechanics there. So enjoy the session. We're delighted you're here and look forward to hopefully having you at Wilkes in the future. So thank you.
All right, first of all, my name is Dr. Woojun Lee. I'm an assistant professor of sports management. I'm also serving as a department chair of marketing, sports management, and hospitality leadership. And I'm here with my colleagues, Dr. Shaw.
I'm Dr. Grace Shaw. I'm marketing professor and then teach all the marketing courses.
And Dr. Helen Lee.
Hello, I'm Dr. Helen Lee. I'm assistant professor of hospitality leadership. Thank you for attending today's session, and I hope you enjoy today's session.
All right, let's get started. Let me share my screen. Can you all see our presentation? Great. Well, thank you very much for coming today. Once again, welcome to JES Sidhu School of Business and Leadership. I hope everything is going well for you and your family, and thank you all for joining us today. Unfortunately, like Dr. Hughes mentioned, we are not able to have this session in person, but we'll do our best to share some of the great things about our business school and explain why you must select Wilkes University and Sidhu School of Business Leadership. All right, let's get started. So our first year student experiences are very, very special here in the Sidhu School of Business and Leadership, because all of our business students are required to take our iconic program called Integrated Management Experience for the 2 semesters. In the first semester, students will be grouped with other students who have a different interest, pursuing different business majors, and they learn how to create a business plan and how to work well with other students. Through this iconic program, students will learn essential business knowledge, such as management, marketing, human resources, accounting, finance, and operations. Not only that, but also in the class, students will be strongly encouraged to think outside of the box to all the necessary tasks to produce a project. Then their ideas and business plan will be presented to various audiences like this. In the second semester, they will keep working with the same team members to implement and transform their ideas into reality. In fact, all of the groups will produce their products, use marketing strategies to sell and make a profit out of their products. All the profits will be donated to one of the nonprofit organizations of their interest within our community. Throughout the freshman year, our students will have hands-on experience of starting and managing a business, and they will understand making an impact on our society is crucial. In the second year, students will focus more on their major and minor courses. All of our major and minor programs balance their major specific courses and business core curriculum. All of our business students are required to complete our accounting, finance, marketing, and management courses. Therefore, our students can develop not only their hard skills, but also soft skills that can be well prepared for their future careers. So as you can see here, we offer a variety of majors and minors. We have two distinctive departments here in the JES Sidhu School of Business and Leadership. One is FEM department, the other one is MSH department. All of our majors have minors, and we also have 5 additional minors to help prepare our students for their future careers. Give me 1 second. Let me admit a few more participants. If you are not sure what majors you are interested in, you can simply start as an undeclared business student and take some major courses we offer and find something you really like. You will pursue for a long time. I always tell my students, do what you love and love what you do. That's very critical in this current situation. Not only that, our juniors, seniors spend more time on implementing their knowledges for their careers. So Dr. Hayden Lee will talk about their unique experiences.
Okay, so let me explain the integrated capstone experience. So first, I want to stress the internship and research. The internship is required for every business major. Our students have a variety of internship experiences. A student can have an international experience, out-of-state experience, and or an internship near campus. So if the student, they are willing to have experience in other cities or other states, student can have opportunity to apply for several scholarships. The school support the student to have the different experience in other city or other states. So for example, one of the students have received the scholarship, and then one of this student could have the experience in other country, in Malaysia during the summer, and other student also receive the scholarship, and he could work in Florida to have the different experience. In addition to classroom running, our business programs features guest speakers and site visit, providing students with insight from and access to industry leaders. Students also can gain the research experience. Yes, thank you. Students can attend the conferences and present their research. They are able to apply their knowledge to industry issues while conducting their research. So our students are actually actively working with faculty members to improve their research skills. This is a very unique experience. So students can present their research at the international conference in other cities. So one of the picture actually you can see on the slides, I brought the student to the Las Vegas to present our research at the international conference right before the coronavirus. You might curious how students attended the conference, right? We have mentoring. We have really, really great mentoring grant. So schools support students, and then $400 to attend the conference, and support $1,000 to present their research. In addition, our business school has a research center. So currently 6 students are working with a faculty member during summer remotely. Let me explain more the student experiences. What other experience student can have. Students actively participate in club activities. Our students are pretty much the leaders when our school hold events. So we have a finance club, accounting club, inactives, sports, marketing, and hospital leadership club. So while participating in the club activity, students are able to expand their experience. So for example, the finance club use a finance market trading room for their club activity. And also they participate in related competition, such as the CQA, investment challenge, or the community, the competitions. And sports and hospitality students, the club students, they also visit the sites. For example, the sports students, they visit MetLife Stadium, Philadelphia Eagles, or Davis Convention Center, so on. And they also attend the conference to learn the professional skills. So I know you guys want to learn more student experience. Please let me know after this, the presentation. I'm happy to share all the the student experience if you have any questions.
Thank you, Dr. Lee. That's tremendous experiences that we have. So along these great opportunities that Dr. Helen Lee just shared, we have so many other experiential learning opportunities. We have our own international trip experience. Every year, we go to some European countries and learn more about their businesses and organizations and how they operate. Our faculty members and students went to England, Ireland, and Wales before the coronavirus outbreak. So we'll plan to have more exciting activities in the coming years. One of the strengths we have is faculty advising. So Dr. Grace Shao will talk more about faculty advising.
Hi, everybody. So advising, we not only our faculty member consider advising as a very important component of to offer our students, but also our students have consistently select academic advising as the most important factor to their overall education experience. So in terms of advising, I think we have a small school, and therefore we have can't pay special attention to our students, not only their academic education, but also their personal life. We know our advisees, every advisees and their background, their personal life. And then also, of course, and then during the semester, we always are in contact with them. And then so anytime if they have question about their course selection, internship, career development in the future, or even they want to pursue their graduate level courses or even a degree. So there are a lot of kind of conversations or like contact between advisees and advisors. And then so it's we also require all the advisors to meet with advisees in person, and then to discuss all of their and address their concerns, and then discuss all of their coursework. So advising is very important. Then here is about our internship, and also our you see give you all the statistics of our Sidhu school. You see we have all those students that they have 100, some major like accounting, they have 100% job offer. And then also you see that we have a lot of students, they have involved and then doing the internship. Then also PPD is our another signature program. Then you will see that PPD is a total 4 credit course for over 4 years. Every year you take 1 course. Then the purpose is to help you to develop your personal and your professional life. So the first year is called the discovery and self-awareness, and which is usually first you need to know what kind of person you are. therefore you would doing some test to kind of find out your leadership skill, and then work as group. Also, this also is the first opportunity to kind of know the school, know the programs, and know the university to explore. And then secondly, the PPD 201, then you would, we kind of, our staff and the faculty member help you to prepare your resume, and then we also conduct mock interview, and then how to prepare your cover letter, and then how to prepare your internship application. So it's you have been kind of given all those different chance to explore, and then sometimes we also have the invite local business owners, and then to give have some lectures, and then also the keynote speakers and give you some to introduce some of the local business. And then the third year is we call experience. Then usually you would begin to collect and develop your e-portfolio. And then we believe that e-portfolio is very important. It is e-portfolio means that you can collect all of your course projects, your resume, and then everything you think important, then in the future can present to your future employers. So, and then also we continue to invite professional speakers, local business, and to teach you how to interact with future employers and how to prepare your job interviews. The last year is we called experience and transition. And then, so at that point, probably you already know everything about your job interviews, and also you prepare, you have all, you know how to, what kind of things you need to present when you have an interview. But at this point, you probably will also learn how to negotiate, and then how to manage the wealth management, and then other important issues like what we think is important to complete your 4-year education here. So this is basically the PPD program. And then next, I will also talk about the partnership. So here at Wilkes and in the Sidhu School of Business, you not only learn things from professors, and also you do things. So that's why we have 4 kind of partners, and then you see these 4 centers, and the SBDC, and Ellen Kirby Center for Free Enterprise and Entrepreneurship, and then Family Risk Alliance, and then and also the new Institute of Public Policy and Economic Development Center. So we, for example, like because I'm a marketing professor, then our consumer behavior class, and then our students work with SBDC, and then to help their clients, which are small business in this area, and to help them to grow their business. So sometimes we send the students to their stores and as mystery shoppers, and then we kind of give a review and then give them recommendations how to improve their customer service, how to improve their kind of decorations and promotions. And then some students work with them with their social media plan. And then also some students, if they love doing research, they can work with the Kirby Center. And then if you are good enough or lucky enough to be selected as Kirby scholars, and then you are given the chance to work with our research faculty members, and then to do research, and then also you probably will learn all the skills, and then one of students even got 1 million kind of award to start her own business. And then so there are a lot of opportunities, not only inside Sidhu School, but outside Sidhu School through one way is through those partnerships.
Thank you, Dr. Shao. I know Dr. Shao has been extremely associated with the Kirby Center for Enterprise, and she's been doing a lot of research with them, and her students actually gained some experience working with the centers. I know that's a very critical part of our business school. So we have shared a lot of, give me one second. We have shared a lot of information today, but you know, if you want to learn more about our business school, I would like to ask you all to visit our website where you can find more information and about all of our programs and curriculum. Yeah, I'm sure most of y'all are also on the social media now, maybe Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. So we've got you back. So we are very active on social media accounts, and we have many stories of our students, faculty, and staff. So you can be updated with the latest exciting developments we're making. So please follow us at the JS Sidhu School of Business. Let me go back a little bit to our majors and minors. I know you might be interested in certain majors here. So why don't we have a Q&A session, excuse me, for majors, excuse me. So if you have any question about your majors or minors that you are interested in or anything else, maybe we can spend extra 20 minutes and answering some of your questions. So how we do it, you can simply, let me stop sharing quick, and then, if you go to chatting and participants there, there's actually one nice arrow, raise your hand. If you have any questions from what we just presented, any question other than what we just said, or incoming semester, something like that, please raise your hand. Maybe we can answer any questions you may have. Do you have any questions so far? Let me share the major list again, just to help you understand better.
Oh.
We have 2 departments. First one is FEM. FEM consists of accelerated BBA, accounting, corporate finance. Yes.
We do have a question.
Okay.
Yeah, so the question is, we have a prospective student who's interested in a management major with a supply chain minor. Are there logistics or supply chain companies near the college where students typically intern? Do you want me to take that one?
Absolutely.
So I will answer that, and we are delighted. So indeed, we do have a supply chain minor, and one of the reasons we have it is because we have so many employers who are seeking that concentration, if you will. So we would have no problem getting internships on our advisory board. For the school, we have quite a few companies that are in that industry, in that area. So there would be no problem getting a local internship in that area. And that's one of the reasons that we have it, is because it is such a big industry in Northeastern Pennsylvania. Thank you for the question.
Thank you, Mr. Reagan. Any other questions? I was gonna say, we have two distinctive departments. One is FEM, finance, especially FEM department is consisted of accelerated BBA, accounting, corporate finance, financial investment, management, and the other one is MSH, marketing, sports management, and hospital leadership. Like I briefly mentioned that we have different and distinctive and unique minors, including leadership, entrepreneurship, business analytics, supply chain management, and sustainability management. These courses are very crucial in this marketplace. And okay, one more question here. Do students typically go into a master's program, or do they get a job after completing a bachelor's degree? It depends, but many students are actually attending and pursuing advanced degree, like a master's program, or stick to Wilkes University pursuing their MBA, because we have 4+1 program, which helps them to reduce the grade time. And also they are very familiar with all the professors and facilities that we have. So that is great advantage that they can have. Also, like we just shared at the PPD, our students are doing pretty well. They are getting a lot of offers from internship, postgraduate internship, or full-time job, part-time job, but they can possibly become full-time jobs. So, it depends on what they want to do. So we ask. That's why academic advising is crucial. Like Dr. Shao mentioned, that we are frequently meet with our students in person through Zoom like this. This morning, I had a meeting with my student who is graduating next year. So he's really concerned about this current situation because he was going to work with Rail Riders, which is AAA affiliated with New York Yankees baseball team this summer. But as you know, because of this situation, his internship was canceled. And it is not really promising for him to actually do another internship right now. So that's why he was really having a hard time. Mm-hmm. So in that case, I usually reach out to my students to see if there's anything else I could do and maybe listen to them and give them some of the feedbacks, giving them some of my ideas and my experiential, advice. So that will definitely help them to choose what they want to do and choose what they need to prepare for their future careers. So any other comments from our colleagues?
Dr. Juni, can I add just one more thing?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, as we explained that our students have opportunity to meet the professionals while they're attending the different courses. At that time, students have opportunity explore different area and also different companies. And also after that, students have opportunity to get the intern position. And then luckily, many of our students, most of students actually get hired after their internship experience. Because of the coronavirus, we understand many students have a concern, but I want to share one of actually good news. One of the students actually supposed to have the internship at hers actually, this summer. But because of coronavirus, the internship canceled. However, she met, the student met the leaders at the Hershey before actually she applied for the intern position. So they knew each other. And then the leader actually had the opportunity to observe our students progressive, and then their attitude and behavior, all things. And so they actually offered our student to have another internship actually for next summer. So even though the internship supposed to have this summer, it canceled, but the student can still have another one next summer. Then student can have the experience. So there are so many different the opportunity the student can have.
Thank you, Dr. Herenli. Any other questions or comments concerns and anything like that? Guess I can barely see chatting room now. Well, the purpose of today's open house was to deliver some of the great things and information about our business school. And, you know, since it's not in-person session, it is kind of difficult for us to, you know, expect and kind of difficult for us to answer all of the questions that you may have. So we'll definitely share our contact information after this session. So I'm gonna reach out to every participant for today's session and ask any questions that you may have. If you have any, then I'm gonna distribute your questions to our colleagues who might be able to answer better than I do. So we can definitely share that with you all. You know, the benefit and the biggest advantage I think of Wilkes University and the Sidhu School of Business is, I think, mentoring. Because like Dr. Lee, Dr. Xiao, Dr. Hughes mentioned, you know, we are working closely with our students. Advising is the key. If you are looking for, you know, big public schools, I know that's also a good school too, but, you know, I don't think you can have that kind of experience there. That's just something I can guarantee. Because I went to Texas A&M, and it is hard to recognize one student in the classroom. But here at Wilkes University, every professor has a small classroom. Every teacher will try to learn more about their students. That is actually key component I want to highlight. And then that could be takeaway from today's lecture. I mean, today's presentation, I'm sorry. Do you have any other questions?
Mode, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what, you know, I hope everybody just remember that, you know, actually after coronavirus, actually, you know, already many, you know, company, they started to require the, you know, essential skill. So the essential skills such as, you know, artificial intelligence or problem solving, critical thinking, data analytics, emotional intelligence, or digital coding skill, and leadership, something like that. But think about it, our business school, actually, our program already focus on all these skills. So we can say that you are in the right place to prepare for your career.
Yeah, I think Dr. Adekola, our dean, already said that you are in good hands.
Yes.
So if you come to Wilkes, then you are in good hands. So, all right, I think we are not getting any other.
I don't see any other questions now.
Yes. So we'll definitely follow up to today's meeting. Actually, there's one person is joining now, but
We can wait if, you know, the student have any other questions.
Either way, or we can follow up
yeah.
by email.
They can send us by
Yes.
email.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna reach out to all of the participants today, and thank you very much for coming. And thank you all for your comments and questions you guys asked. We are actually trying to listen to, you know, those who are interested in our business school, and we are trying to adapt ourselves to in the new marketplace. So we'll definitely answer any questions you may have, and I guarantee you that we'll follow up to today's meeting. Thank you all for joining us today.
Thank you.
Dr.
Thank
Hughes, Dr.
you.
Xiao, Dr. Lee, thank you all. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.